gonna have to leave. I'm sorry.
The mafia won't get what they want.
Ma'am, you're gonna have to
The
leave.
mafia won't get what they want, I guarantee it. How much is the new one?
You're gonna have to
The
leave.
mafia won't get what they want unless I leave here with the new phone.
You're gonna have to leave. I'm
This
sorry.
is where I do
I'm sorry. There's another store right across the street.
No.
You're gonna have to leave.
I guarantee you, devil will not get what they want. I need a new phone. I need a new phone. Is gonna make me go further away to pay double?
Ma'am, I need you to keep your
Where the fuck is the other Verizon store? I guarantee you, devil, the mafia's not gonna get what they want. Where's the other Verizon store? This number's on my PO box, and it's worth a hell of a lot of money.
Keep your voice
Fuck you,
down.
you fucking mafia. Fuck you. Where's the other Verizon store, you fucking devil?
Okay.
Where is it?
Next door at the mall. Go.
Why the fucking address is on that? You fucking asshole.
Okay.
You fucking devil.
Okay.
You're a fucking asshole.
Ma'am, you're gonna have to.
So we have another Karenitis story in our midst. Now, looking at this video and how everyone's like so close together in this store and there's no mask being worn by anybody, I can tell this occurred pre-Wuhan. I don't know exactly when, but based on the caption I saw at the bottom of the video, because it's another TikTok style video, it says Los Angeles. Well, I don't know if it's a TikTok video, but maybe it was a video that someone who's on TikTok got a hold of and they re-uploaded it on TikTok. But it said that it happened in Los Angeles. Get escalated in her voice and berate the guy at the counter, like right there, who's standing to her right, the one with the glasses on. And I'm guessing the guy in the black shirt, I'm guessing maybe he's a manager of some sort. I thought she was going to start picking stuff up and throwing it when she slammed her hand on the counter. I thought that's what she was going to do. Like, this woman went from 0 to 9,000 like that. Just that quick. Because she just said she needed a new phone. Then she said something about the mafia. So I'm guessing she's making a stereotype about the guy and how he looks and accusing him of being a part of the mafia. I guess she's saying he may be Italian or anything like that. And he may not even be that. And then she called him the devil. I said, she's one to talk, considering her display right here. And this is yet again another grown, over the hill, hit the wall, palm colored woman. The same kind of display from the Kathy chick, the one at the Starbucks, and now this one right here. All of these women are not young. These are all women who are probably over the age of 40. And they're acting like immature children. And it's being put on display more in a more common way now. So you know what's so crazy? This is where palm colored women shot themselves in the foot when they said the term Karen is supposed to be seen as a slur. Now it's going to be more referred to as a stereotype, because all they're going to do is continue to put out videos like this. Mind you, I'm not going in search of these videos. People are sending these to me. I'm not looking for them. As a matter of fact, one of my subscribers I forgot what they left a comment on. They said something. I said, you know what? All you got to do is go online or YouTube and just type, oh, it's the Starbucks one. Go online and type in Starbucks altercation. And I'm willing to bet that most of the people in there that have altercation are going to be PC individuals, especially the women. There's going to be some men in there, but it's going to be mainly them. That's going to have an altercation that either got verbally crazy or physically insane. And it's over the most smallest thing. It's not like they were like someone said something about them or hit them or spit at them or anything that would lead to them wanting to go and physically assault somebody or get into someone's face to get back at what they did to them. They get mad over the littlest thing. You had Kathy Hill, who got mad because she couldn't get a refund, but they told her she could not come into the restaurant. They were going to give her the refund. You had the other chick at the Starbucks that got mad because the barista made her drink slightly wrong and even offered to give her a refund, or not a refund, but to remake the drink. Now you have this chick right here who's mad because she can't get her phone fixed, and they were probably willing to work with her, but because she snapped the way that she did, they wasn't trying to help her. They didn't want to help her anymore. Her attitude was off the chain. The manager even told her, ma'am, you can go across the street to another store. Guess what she says? I'm not going all the way, or you want me to go all the way over there? She made it seem like he told her to go to the next town over. He just said go across the street. But going across the street was too much for her. Just like it was too much for Shelley Luther to apologize for her disobeying the executive stay-at-home orders that was put on the book by Governor Abbott of Texas before he switched everything to help her out and get over on that judge. I'm telling you, the entitlement that oozes off of the PC woman is at astronomical, out of this world, out of this galaxy levels that cannot and most likely will never ever be reached. The fact that they are allowed to yell, to scream, throw tantrums, throw things, throw themselves, berate people, curse people out, and even get physically entangled with people and can still walk away from that, that screams entitlement. And the thing is, the people that were standing around were just looking at her like she was crazy. Quiet as it's kept, this is why most PC men cannot stand their women. What you're looking at is a perfect example of that right now, why many of them don't mess with them. And most of them end up with an Asian woman. I don't know what they're like attitude wise, but now looking at this, I can see why the highest date out rate interracially dating is between PC men and Asian women. Now I see it. Now I see why. In case y'all didn't know, the highest form of interracial dating is between those two right there. And this display that she gave right here is exactly why. I don't see how any man who was sober in his right mind, in complete sanity and in control of his body could willingly get with her, let alone even give her children if she has any. Like, she just went from 0 to 1,000,000 because they didn't want to fix her phone because of her piss poor attitude. And the way that she just snapped off on that guy and called him the mafia and called him the devil. At that point, he was really over her. He was completely done with her after the fact. After that, he was over it. And she just kept calling him devil and calling him the mafia. Meanwhile, she was displaying very evil entities right there. The woman sounded like she was possessed. And she went off like that in public and didn't care because she knew nobody was going to say or detain her. That's why in these stores, they need to have security. But see, the thing is, who knows what they're going to actually be able to do when it comes to individuals like that, because what they're going to end up doing is they're going to cry victim after doing what they did on camera and then come back with the crocodile tears saying how they're sorry and it was a misunderstanding. I just had a bad day. I was PMSing. It was that time of the month and all of that other crap. But I'm glad this display, that this behavior is finally being put out on Front Street, because for so long the PC woman has always been put out there as this dainty, angelic being, when now we are starting to see the claws detach, the hair is raising up, and they're showing their true nature to the world. Many of us have already been exposed to how they really and truly are. But now the world at large is getting ready, or should I say, is now in position to see them as they are. And like I say, they snap off on the smallest thing, like a phone. She act like the manager took the phone out of her hand and threw it onto the ground and smashed it. Then I could see if that would make her be outraged. But because they didn't want to fix your phone because of you having an attitude and causing a disturbance, and technically that is a crime. Disturbing the peace is a crime. I think it's like a misdemeanor crime, but it's still a crime nonetheless, in which she would most likely have to pay a fine and she would be banned from ever coming back from that store. Now, I don't know what the outcome of this situation is because I don't know if any news media outlet picked this up. But I hope they got a good look at this woman and let you know that this woman is completely and mentally unstable. But to be quite honest, that might be her natural state. And I'm telling you, the fact that she could go off like that, just that quick over something that small, lets you know what type of person she was growing up, even as a child, through her teenage years, in her early 20s, 30s to the age she is now. I can tell just by how she went off right here that she grew up in a very spoiled like condition where she always got her way. And it never left her, because they always say that when you can tell when someone was spoiled as a kid because it carries through with them all the way to adulthood and beyond. Don't believe me? Look at how some of these individuals who are spoiled treat their children like crap. It also leads to them being jealous of their children if their children got a little bit more leeway than they did. But that's all I have to say as it pertains to this. Something tells me that this will not be the last time I do a video of this caliber, but it gets weirder and wilder each and every time. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.